Hey, what's up guys, your boy Keys. Welcome back to another reaction video. Today we're going to be reacting to Omniscient Reader Chapter 225. Now guys, the last chapter that we left off, obviously we know Doksha was still left off in the, what is it called? It's like the event, I want to say event horizon, but I don't even know if that's actually accurate. I know it's something horizon. Let me make sure. You've been placed in a place, what is it called? Scenario horizon. Okay, so he's in the scenario horizon. And basically this is like the junkyard of the scenario. So anything that they don't really care for, anything that they want to throw away, gets sent here essentially. And it's an adjacent place to the scenario. So through this, we could possibly get back to the scenario, but we need to go through a couple things. And the funny part is, the weenie man that sent us here thought he was doing us a disservice, and Doksha really played it up to make it look like that. But reality was, Doksha, being the guy he is, always has like another step upon another step, you mean, in his plan. So obviously he wanted to go here because he knew that Jung Hyuk actually went through this as well, and so he knows that he needs to get a new incarnation body for himself, and Jung Hyuk was able to do it through here. And it seems like he's trying to gather some forces. I remember he mentioned something like that. So very interested to see exactly where this is going to, how this is going to play out. But outside of that, we actually got a little bit of info about where the rest of the gang are at right now, and it seems that, to my surprise, there actually is an area that was outside of the scenarios that is, I'm not going to say it's regular, it's normal, it's, you know, like regular society, but, you know, they have the news, they have the government, you know, it's still functioning in a way. So that's very surprising. I didn't realize that was going to be the case. And it seems everybody is like, you know, looking at, you know, Hee-won and the rest of the gang who ended up completing this last scenario, looking at them as heroes. But, you know, Hee-won's like, listen, I'm not a hero. Have you heard of Doksha? Do you know who Kim Doksha is? Obviously, she didn't answer and didn't elaborate any further on that, but it's very interesting to see exactly how that is playing out too. And it looks like Hee-won was actually about to join up with, I think, Soo Young, is that her name? She's about to join up with her to see exactly what she's investigating, because I remember they said that like she was looking into some things, and so she's going to go out and see exactly. Let me make sure. Let's see. She left saying she was going to talk to the government agents, something about reaping the seeds she's sown too. Okay. So she's able to go help out Soo Young with that endeavor, because obviously Doksha had trusted and told Hee-won, listen, follow Soo Young. She knows what she's doing out here, okay? So that's kind of where we're at. Again, I'm very excited to see how things pick up, so let's go ahead and just jump into the next chapter, again, 225. Okay, so we have Doksha walking around. That's interesting. His jacket doesn't look like it's a jacket. It looks like it's like fake armor on top of the jacket that's like see-through. But that just might be the coloring of this panel. Let's see. The fourth wall said, where is this place? Oh, no. Okay, hold on. No, he's fading away. I forgot. So right now, because his incarnation form isn't, you know, there, it's not present, he's again being absorbed. His stories are like slowly fading away from him. That's no bueno, of course. Let's see. Don't copy me. Looks like the fourth wall is losing some power as well. Kim Doksha thought, I'm going to pick that up. Idiot. If you're walking through mountains of garbage for 4 days like me, anyone would want to talk to a wall. I guess it's sort of a silver lining that I'm not talking to myself, at least. So he's been here for 4 days. That's why he's like looking like he's faded so much, because, you know, his body is slowly degrading, or the stories in his body are slowly degrading. Sleepy. Hold on a bit longer. You know, it's easier for me to move around if you keep talking. Some of the absorbed fables are causing a configuration conflict. Honestly, nothing's working out easily. The fable fragments that I obtained by using Lamrak's giraffe, broken heart of the young gold dragon, and right arm of the poor swordsmaster. Oh. Okay. So maybe that's not even from his body degrading. It might just be the fables that he got. Like those new fables are like, it's showcasing on his arm and on his and his chest as well. That's why it's like ricochet. Okay, that makes sense. the original name of this fable fragment was "The Heart of the Young Gold Dragon Ripped to Shreds by an Outer God." But the ripped to shreds by an outer guard part wasn't absorbed. That was the advantage of Lamrac's giraffe. Since Lamrac's theory of use and disuse wasn't acknowledged as a core idea in the theory of evolution, Lamrac's giraffe was less effective in the absorption of fables compared to other evolution type attributes, in return for not absorbing the fable's weakness. Let me reread that again, because I kind of felt like I just read it and I didn't understand it. So Lamrac's, hold on, let me go up even more. So it was ripped to shreds by an outer god, but that part wasn't absorbed. So it only took the good part of the fable. And so that was the advantage of Lamrac's giraffe. Since Lamrac's theory of use and disuse wasn't acknowledged as a core idea in the theory of evolution, Lamrac's giraffe was less effective in the absorption of fables compared to other evolution types, attributes, in return for not absorbing the fable's weakness. So, okay, long story short, what it sounds like is Lamrac's giraffe only absorbs the good in fables, but because it only absorbs the good in fables, it means it's not effective in absorbing fables in general. And so because of this, right now what's happening is Doksha is currently trying to absorb those two fables, but he only absorbed the good part of it. And so as a result, now it's like, oh, like it's not blending together well because of the fact that I'm only taking in the strength, not the weakness of the fable. That makes sense. Okay. Your new incarnation form is being constructed. The collapse of your existence has been delayed due to the creation of a new incarnation form. Oh, so okay, cool. He's already doing it. Since this effect is temporary, it is recommended to return to the scenario quickly. Okay, so last chapter he ended up picking up some fragments. He put all the fragments together. That's creating his incarnation form right now. But he was using what's called giraffe in order to do so. It's not absorbing everything properly. It's taking a lot longer because of the fact of Lamrac's properties, or Lamrac's giraffe's properties. I'm reeling it in. I'm understanding. So, since this effect is temporary, it is recommended to return to the scenario quickly. It's a bit cold. Huh? It suddenly feels like it got a bit warmer. Someone is talking about you. Oy. Your fable is being created on the planet Earth. Talking about me. Oh, cause what's called said, do you even know who Kim Doksha is? And so since they talking about him, this creates a new story. A new story that's aiding him right now. Nice. Talking about me. Who could it be? It can't be Yu Jung Hyuk for one. Lee Hyung Sung, Jung Hee Won, or Shin Yu Sung. I don't know. It feels strange for someone to talk about me without my knowledge. Why would that be strange? Bro, like, you literally have a whole faction of people who let you... Of course they're going to be talking about you. What do you mean? Still, being remembered by someone, the new legend of Kim Dogeza has been created on the planet Peaceland. Kim Dogeza! Wow, that's crazy. They really, like, put up a statue of this man. A miniature statue. I wish those guys would get my name right at least. Anyway, the first thing I need to do is obtain the scenario of the demon realm. Okay. Obtain the scenario of the demon realm. You are getting closer to the scenario area. Oh, so this is the scenario that they might have been referring to that he needs to get closer to. Okay. En route I'm following right now is the same as Yu Jung Hyuk's 111th turn. That's crazy how many turns this man had. As long as there isn't an unusual variable in the middle of it, the plan should be the same. You jinxed yourself by even saying that, buddy. Come to think of it, a lot happened during Yu Jung Hyuk's 111th turn. If I recall correctly, that was around the time when the writer of Ways of Survival fell into a slump for a bit. I wrote a lot in the comments sort of as advice, and I don't know if that was the reason or not, but a new character appeared all of a sudden and the viewpoint of the story changed. Interesting. I'm very excited to see what this new character is, because it's probably about to appear like very soon. That's how the story normally goes, right? Like, they always like will say something and then anyways. Let's see. Yes, you cutie. So if I'm correct, this is his incarnation, but like her adult form, but like transformed to this egg, right? I'm pretty sure that's what this is. So I'm curious. You don't gotta answer this because if it's a spoiler, I don't want you to spoil it. But I'm very curious to know, like, is she gonna return into the story as like a main character, a main figure? Because like, I'm gonna guess he's keeping this egg around because it's gonna hatch eventually. So I'm curious to know how she will come back. Because she could either come back as, you know, her adult body self, or she could legitimately become a dragon. And that's why she was like, oh, you're so cruel because you're going to make me come back as like something that I'm not even. You know what I mean? So I'm kind of curious and excited to see how this is going to play out too. By the way, I can't keep calling her Shin Yu Seung after she hatches. What should I name her? At that moment, Kim Doksha heard a certain sound. Oh, that got his attention too. Shuffle. What is it? Rustle. Oh, he's like, I'm not alone? Yeah, he needs to hide away just in case. Oh, hey, who is this person? Looks like they're collecting, like, nice artifacts. Oh, no, there's a bunch of people. Oh, okay. Removal slaves. Beings that collect fable fragments to be used as fuel in places near the horizon, under the orders of the rulers that govern the demon realm. Kim Doksha thought the fact that the removal slaves are roaming around must mean that there's an industrial complex nearby. Industrial complexes are like cities of this demon realm. Interesting. It's a place that contains the factory used to crush up broken fable fragments to create energy, and the residential area that surrounds that factory. Okay. If I remember correctly, the closest industrial complex around here would be the Siswitz industrial complex. Move faster! We're behind the fuel quota for today. Alright, bro. Is that the supervisor of the industrial complex? Seeing how he's here, it must mean that the scale of this collecting is quite large. Grrr. Oh, looks like we got caught. The effect of the the effect of the attribute Demon King Candidate has been activated. That surprised me. Oh, okay. So low key, Doksha probably got clout here because he was a former Demon King, or like, you know, a stand-in Demon King, right? Grrr. I want to stop. Wait, what? What? Kill me. Kill me. Oh, that is... I ain't gonna lie. That's dark. That's dark. Beings who lose their fables become like this. Wow. So these were people at first. These were, or being. They were, you know, people who were in scenarios and who had stories. That's crazy. That's so unfortunate. Okay. Let's see. They remember no one, and no one remembers them. Ha. And Kim Doksha made his decision. Yeah, he definitely killed him. You can see him. He pulling out the blick right now. He said, alright, bro. I got you. Man. I wonder if they, like, is this the way that they look? Obviously, it's a decrepit version of their former self, but I wonder, like, how decrepit of a version is it? Like, was he always like this form of creature and that he's like degraded because of it? Or like, did he, like, was he potentially a human at first and he became like this because he lost his story? I'm kind of curious about that. That's an interesting thought. I wonder if they'll explain it later on. Okay, episode 37, Landscape of the Demon Realm, part 1. Yup. Killed him. Oh, killed him and took his cue. Said, you know what? I got you. I'm going to kill you. Because this is going to help me. I'm going to go ahead and put the cloak on. Now I'm one of y'all. Alright, now I got the camouflage. Next. Alright. First, let's get in between the removal slaves and enter the industrial complex. Since the inspection for the slaves isn't as complicated compared to other travelers. What? Isn't today's yield quite low? Hey, yo! He just beheaded him like that for no... And like, that wasn't even a full beheading. Like, he pretty much smashed his head on him. That's crazy. Oi, you there. Take this idiot with you. Shove it inside the fuel tank. Demon Baron Chechefin If I decided to, it's not like I couldn't kill him. Next, but if I kill the supervisor, it's likely that the master of the industrial complex, the Duke, would notice, obviously, because if you kill one of the lackeys, it's going to end up causing the alarm to go off, and they all going to come out, man. Doksha look like he on demon time, though. He's like, I might take that chance, though, especially like I just saw. You kind of drawing right now. It's dangerous for me to face them in my current incomplete incarnation form. Never mind. He said, okay. He said, never mind. This is not a problem that I need right now, you know? All right. He's like, I wonder if Doksha gave him a bunch of stuff that he didn't find, but he found along the way as he was progressing through the scenarios that he was going through, you know, back like before he got here. Because like they just killed one dude because the supplies were low, so he's like, you know, let me put some stuff I collected. Okay. The man's expecting. Why are you looking at us like, yo? This man really a fly out here. Why are you looking at us like that, bro? Yo, Doksha's face is like, bro, who is you staring at? Why are you staring at me like this? Oh, what's this? You brought quite a lot, didn't you? Phew. All of you, take a book from his page, huh? Are you all aware that the recent yield has been quite lackluster? At this rate, all of you are going to be the next source of fuel. Well done, 6224. Or 6424. Get in there. You have entered a scenario area. Okay. And that's the end. Awesome, man. Cool. That's pretty fire. Okay, I like where we're progressing to. Obviously, you know, Doksha is trying to navigate this new realm. Going to have to complete this scenario. Again, I'm very curious to know exactly how this is going to play out and how, you know, he is going to be reintroduced to the main story and main scenario with all the other characters, especially given the fact that he's going through this. And I wonder, because it seems he did have a plan coming here. Like, even before when he died, he was like, it looks like he had a plan. He knew this was probably going to happen. So if he was like knowing that this is going to happen and he's coming here, that means he's here for a reason. And I'm curious to know exactly what that reason is going to be. So very excited to see the next couple of chapters and how this whole arc plays out. But, you know, with that being said, I'll catch you guys in the next one. All right, so go ahead and like the video, subscribe so you can see more content like this, and I'll check you guys in the next video. Peace.